I'm so glad that I stumbled upon this video. For all the shit that I'm recommended by YouTube, this is by far the greatest thing. It's the type of thing I never would have thought to have researched for myself. Because who on earth knew there was a cut song from the Lorax that was the greatest thing that story had to offer. This animatic works hand in hand with the cut song, Biggering, showing how this scene should have played out to continue the trend of the villains always have the best songs.
Why I see her dancing there.
Although I am thankful that I found this slam dunk of a track, I am just as disappointed at what could have been of the Lorax, and the talent wasted on Illumination's IPs, making this one of the most powerful villain songs that we will never hear in a feature-length film. I am a sucker for metal, and I think the instrumentals scored by John Powell and vocals performed by the 88 are fantastic, showing the change in the once-ler's character, at first sounding more calm and reminiscent,
I needed all this stuff.
to the proud and commanding voice of someone who has been consumed by greed, which is expertly conveyed through this animatic, which I initially thought was a part of the special features from the Lorax's Blu-ray or something, but it's actually the work of some talented artist who goes by Gloria Drew This. Take this scene for example. We see the once-ler who becomes upset when the Lorax criticizes him, showing how they are separating through the elevator, which represents how the once-ler has left his friends behind through his descent to evil. At the bottom of this elevator, we see the height his fame has reached. Anyone is willing to suck up to him, and it makes it so easy for him to deal with all the horrible things he is doing. I love this guitar riff, and how the music transforms with the story this animatic tells, from this blueprint slowly panning left to reveal his creation, and the mirror change to the real factory. It's really creative. Much like this guy's thoughts on what the Lorax represents for the once-ler, the Lorax being a manifestation of the once-ler's greed. And to anyone who might have not noticed, YouTube user Demi but fake excellently explains this. The Lorax's shadow can be seen seamlessly attached to the once-ler's shadow, without him physically being presented in this scene, the implications being that the Lorax doesn't physically exist, and is a manifestation of the regret he feels. Even though he tries to reconciliate or forget, he can't. He has to live with all the terrible things he has done, fully aware that some things are dying. Not some bullshit, oh, how bad can I be, where he's just unaware their parents are driving him to do this, which is an absolute cowardly cop-out. This animatic does this misstep justice, with the inclusion of none of the once-ler's family members, recognizing that the downfall of the once-ler could have been such a powerful tale. Not the, oh no, sympathetic, I didn't mean for this to happen, parent troubles guy. With a replacement villain so shit, it's almost unbelievable. There's such a thing as a villain with an appealing design who is threatening and intimidating all at once. Not some comedically small man-child. Come on. Instead of focusing on a villain no one cares about, they could have fleshed out the once-ler's descent into madness. Which is really the problem nowadays, eh? As it is, it's not very impactful because the once-ler's descent into evil is only 4% of the film. It shows how much wasted potential the Lorax was, more so than any of Illumination's films that they own the rights to. We are not going to see this song in any meaningful piece of media, because it is the property of Illumination. Such a fucking waste. Everyone feels this way except for the retarded kids, or those who can't see through how transparent their money-making scheme is. Illumination, you are the money-hungry bastards of this planet. Just like the great IHE once said,
they're not interested in the artistic and creative side. They don't care about releasing films of quality such as Toy Story or How to Train Your Dragon. That's not part of their agenda. All they care about is that sweet, sweet dough.
There is no balance, which is sad because they have the talent, they just choose the safer route. They are the greedy company that the Lorax is trying to criticize, getting rid of the song Biggering and replacing it with the toned down, goofy piece of shit that is How Bad Can I Be? Very bad apparently. How Bad Can I Be is a song made to be a meme, as catchy as possible, producing content that is made to resonate with everyone, a film that has nothing to say. I couldn't imagine what the artists involved must feel like, to see a work squandered and replaced with this. Imagine what a powerful moment this song could have had, an alternate universe where this song is made and the Lorax wasn't picked up by Illumination. a metal song we get emotionally destroyed by, with an all-too-real message that shows what pride, greed, and success can do to people. A song that effortlessly transforms around the story its visuals tell, climbing to an amazing, emotionally powerful crescendo, edited around the music as the once-ler sings his absolute heart out, roaring these all-too-real lyrics from the once content hero to the man who has been consumed by pride. Figurine doesn't have nearly the emotional impact it could have had because it's associated with the Lorax 2012, made by Illumination, so it isn't as strong as the musicals and Nightmare Before Christmas, which has consistently amazing songs that, much like Figurine, do an excellent job of telling a compelling story about interesting characters with an excellent lead singer. The wasted potential of having an IP owned by Illumination is on full display in the Lorax. The embarrassing delivery of their anti-consumerism and corporation message is unforgivable. The Lorax is a terrible mess that could have been saved with a story that focuses around the build-up to the once-ler's corruption, instead of having the cardboard cutout villain that is O'Hare, and the safe and meaningless "how bad can I be?" But as it is, Illumination has made an unsalvageable film that, like a far smarter person than I once said, no one song could have saved the Lorax. But this song is the song that could have saved the once-ler. Thanks for sharing this music with the world and creating a great animatic to go along with it.
I'd like to think that, they would come away from it like having, maybe taken in the theme and learned something, but also having been entertained at the same time, which was kind of the balance we tried to strike. Is make something that's entertaining and fun, but when you step out of it, you're also like, oh, you retain the message of the film.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!